short presentation of the next video. So let me grab the camera. It's going to be on the Gematria counter over here. A1, right? But when we get down, okay, down by K, you see where it shows J600? I have no idea what this is all about, but I notice this is 600, which makes Ja, J in 1, 601, spirit of the half-life, becomes 166. When you go to K, it's 10. K and A is 11. L and A is 12. So all these numbers, all the way up to here, except when you go to K and L together, it creates 30. These two create 30. But K all the way to I will just create its own number. K plus H is 20, L plus H is 28. Okay, that's the cycle of the moon. She is now the cycle of the moon. K is now in the J position, 10. M, okay, M and A is 31, altered current, just like before, 13. The reverse with A is 13. The reverse with N and A is 14. So they all become with A their own number. Every single one of these letters. Okay. M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Okay. You see S? Altered current, the yellow ball. S is 19. S with A becomes 91. S with B becomes 92. It will remain. Everything with all the K all the way to S is now going to stay the same. But the minute you run from K to S, it's all different. They all show the 10 world within them. Even though they're in the 10 world, okay, now when I go from S and R, it's now 17, 170. Okay, 17 becomes 8. They were 9 and 8 before. This was 8. S was 1 before, alone. R, alone, was 9. Now it's 8. S is 9. But now let's do the scenario where we add 6 to it. S now becomes 15 in Mars. R becomes 14, the IT system of the sun. This one becomes 13. 6 by 7 is 42. 55, the spirit of 55, the beaver, okay, now relates to the Q or the queen. The spirit of the half-life is now creation. 163 is into this figure. 6 and 6 will be 12. 1 and 2 is 3. The O, which was once the 15th letter, O and A is 51, standing for Mars. A and E comes into this one. A and E will stand for 6. Add 6, 11. O becomes beta, the taking over of the B world. This shows two sides, okay? This shows two sides, 101 inside, okay? Because we don't need to see the round. We just have to square off that round. When you have N, okay, if we take N and M together, which was 13 and 14, creating 27, creation of the day, we now have here creation of the day. But remember, 60, okay, when man was born, that was 60. God rested on the 7th day. The star system is 10. All the crisscrossing of the square calculator board is all 10. This whole thing is 10. 7 and 3, 9 and 1, 4 and 6, the whole thing is 10. Now they've all been switched. When we go to N, the sun, which is, remember the IT system in the sun? N and O, which is pi, the 14th and 15th letter, 3.1415, 14 and 15 is 29, is now 90. It now becomes the birth. The IT system now becomes the birth. It becomes 46. And this one becomes 56. 4 and 6, 10. 5 and 6, 11, 21. So now we have pi being 21. There was a few other things I wanted to show on here. When you come to T, it's 10 times 10, 100. When you come to U, that becomes the CB code, alpha, beta, creation, and the CB code. T and U come together as 41, the IT system of the sun, and you have 300, a perfect game of bowling. 166, 13, 266, 14, 13 and 14, M and N inside T and U, 41, the IT system of the sun. So this is pretty good. W becomes 900. So what happens if we put W at X? It becomes the half-life. Creation of W. You see it becomes the half-life. The V is inside the double V on each side. Upside down, that V is inside the W. 1600, 766, 6612 becomes 19. V is now the spirit, 19. 7, 6 and 6, all zeros, right? 66, 6 and 6 is 12, and 7 is 19. V becomes the spirit. 9, 6 and 6, 21. This becomes blackjack in creation. This is uncanny because for me it works. Now if we want to go a little bit deeper, okay, and we want to bring the alphabet, Aleph is 1, and Mem, where's Mem inside of this? Over here, 40. Ima, right? And Ima is A, and this one over here, the Mem letter. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. A little bit better for me, okay. So, I'm going to make this smaller. So now, Ima, I have to move this thing a little bit. Okay, whoop. Aleph, 1. Now, I can't move it with my hand, right? Is this Sameach? This is the M Sameach. Look, they're both 40. Ima is 41. Now the sun, okay? I don't know how to mark the sun, but this works absolutely for me. It's very hard. Look. Payas, 80 the sky. 80 the sky. Tzaddik is the birth. Okay, the big Tzaddik. I think this is the code. This is Raish. Raish is now the code 200, 14, 6, 6, and 2. 6, 6, and 2, 14, right? 6 and 6, 12, 13, 14. Okay, that is the same one as we had over here. Look, U is 214, which is 21, right? And now R, which is the birth. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6 times 3. Beta creation. So this is, it's uncanny that, you see, it's a little frustrating for me. I sit here and I talk about all this, but I can't actually pinpoint anything sitting here by myself other than mixes and matches. And anybody can sit here and match, can't they? Fish upon my wish. Anybody can ask for any card as long as you know the 52 cards in the deck. So I don't want to say that I'm brilliant. I'm just aware of all these things that go on. Then there's numbers which are easy to count. Jesus on the cross is 888. Finished cross, Jesus forgave, 888. Spirit of birth. Now there's the English Gematria table where it multiplies everything by 6. When it multiplies everything by 6, right? Remember I tell you about the pool table, right? The 15 balls, the T, the transfer over here. The sun, 114, DNA, the IT system, 3 times 36 creation, 108 inside R. P is rotation, for the light, for the half-life, rotation. O in Mars becomes the birth. N, which is a crossover, now becomes Mars. M becomes the gateway, she becomes time. The K is 101, the Gematria scale, 676. I becomes the sun, this becomes the sun again. Both of them become the sun, 48 and 54, S-O-N, S-U-N. The 9 lives of the cat is the gateway. The E-world, okay, the F in the E-world is creation. 360 degrees in E and F, 66. They come together to create the 66, E and F. D, 24, and G, the split of 74 Jesus to create 66, the split, 1 and 1. This is absolutely perfect. 3 times C is 54, creation CCC 333 is now located in 54, inside I. CCC 333 creates I, the son of the resident angel, AHR, the hair. Harvest time, H-A-R-V-E, are both 55, but it's a split. It's a circumflex. So all these things, and I get excited when I see this because I know it's matching. I know it's perfect. X, 9 lives of the cat, 144. 144 actually creates the sun, the IT system in the sun. The last thing I wanted to show you is this piece over here. The Mayan calendar, okay, is 240 for a 10-day period. That's the way I do it. 9 days plus 1 day for the link. So when you go 240 times 60%, you end up with the day. This is how you pay out first place in horse racing. They get back 60% of the money. Now when they get back second place, now that's first place. Now I don't know if you can read it here. It's way too small to read, right? But 60%, okay, to the winner. 20% to second place, okay? 20% to second place. Some tracks used to get 18%. 18% of it used to be, now it's 20, but 18%, okay, of 240. 240 times 18. Check this out. It all equals out to the Mayan calendar. 18% is 432. Now 20% of 240, 240 times 20 equals to 480. It pays off the sun. The difference between 432 and 480 is 48. That is the sun. The payoff's 11% of 240, 240, all against the Mayan time, times 11 equals to 2640. That's your video cassette. Times 2 equals to separation, 528. The fourth place pays 60%. 6%. So we're going to go 240 times 6 equals to 1440. Again, fourth place plays the day, the delta angle. 240 pays time, times 3%, into fifth place. And horse racing pays 72. 72 is the half a day. It pays the half a day. It's absolutely perfect. Horse racing payout and the Mayan calendar, absolutely perfect. For 1 week, I'm talking. Only for 1 week. Therefore, 1 race. Okay? Each purse. Raphael, 72. And so excited. Thank you for watching. What does it mean? I don't know. But I need all the equations I can get. The more equations, the more I link upstairs. The more upstairs knows that I can link. And one day, when I meet Mary Jane and the right question, I'll be able to answer it. I haven't forgot Livette and Miss Sheena. Thank you.